Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. How are you doing? Seeing me well? I know you did. Well, at least I hope. I'll see when I edit this video. Anywho, time to do a review of this beauty. And I'm also going to do some comparisons in photo quality between this one, even though it might not be fair, since this phone is almost 10 years old, since it was announced in 2013. 2013 June, was it? Yeah, it's March, so I'm gonna do a review of it, use it a little. I mean, like any phone, it also has goods and bads. So yeah, if it helps you in what you need it to help you with, then it's good. If it has more goods than bads, then it's good. And frankly, like I bought that my current phone, the Sony Xperia 1 Mark IV, is because of the cameras. I mean, come on, look how handsome it makes me look. I'm pretty sure I look like an ogre in the mirror, but hmm. And if I were to start a YouTube channel back then, I'm pretty sure I would have used this thing. Or if I wanted to use a phone. Yeah. So yeah, in this video I'm going to tell you everything about this, what I know anyway, and do a comparison between this, my Sony, my old phone, the Xiaomi Mi 10T Pro, that has a 108 megapixel camera, against the 41, actually 38 megapixel camera, and my old camera, the Panasonic DC-FZ82, the one with the 60 times optical zoom that I used a lot in filming on my desk there. Yeah, so let's not waste any more time and get into it. So here's the phone. Let me explain first. On the front, of course, the display, the front-facing camera, the light sensor, the earpiece, back, home screen, Cortana. On the top, microphone, audio jack, the SIM door. It doesn't have a micro SD card door. On the right side, volume down, up, lock, unlock camera. On the bottom, speaker, micro USB connector. Here you can put a wristband. On the left side, nothing. And on the back, of course, I like this big circle. This is a Xenon flash. The main camera module, look how big it is, that's what she said. And these are the two pins, actually, and here is where you can connect accessories. I believe it was a body shell that had an internal battery for it, and also a grip to hold it like a camera. Pretty awesome. So let's unlock it. This is a pretty good quality screen, not gonna lie. So this is your basic Windows 10. You know, you could install apps, games on it. It would work fine at least. It has a 2 gigabytes of RAM. The processor, it's a Qualcomm Snapdragon S4 Plus, I believe, a dual-core 1.5 gigahertz crate, and the GPU, it's a Adreno 225. The display is an AMOLED one. It has 4.5 inches and the Corning Gorilla Glass 3 and something like Pure Motion HD Plus clear back display. And this phone was announced on July 11th and was released in July 22. Of course, now it's discontinued. So yeah, it almost in July this year it will have 10 years. And this one that I have has 32 gigabytes of internal storage, and I believe there's also another one with 64 gigabytes. Another version. Wi-Fi, GPS, stereo FM radio that needs the headphones for antenna. The selfie camera, it's a 1.2 megapixel that can film 720p at 30 fps. While the main camera, the 41 megapixel one, well, let me get in the camera app so I can show you. As video quality, this camera can film at 1080p maximum with 30 fps. You can start the camera by pressing on the app or just holding the camera button. And let's look and listen to the camera. See, it also moved. It has a 3 times optical zoom. To do zoom, just move from left to right. Let's look at it while I'm moving. See how the lens is moving? It looks as if it's moving from left to right. It makes a noise while it's on, while the camera app is on. Let me see if you can hear it. Yeah. Well, it's not a noise. You have to hold it to your head to hear it. It's a pretty big sensor. Now, as for photo quality, let's go to settings. You can also set the camera button. If you hold it for a long time, what can it do? Well, I'm not going to activate that. Now, you can set the aspect ratio to 4:3 or 16:9. The thing is, and also this is on current phones, the settings, the 4:3 is where you get the most megapixels. In this case, 38 megapixels. That's the actual image size. And if I go to 16:9, it goes to 34 megapixels. A JPEG. Yeah, like I said, I couldn't install any more apps for it because this phone can also shoot raw photos. Anyway, for what I'm having this phone will mostly stay in the showcase, you know. But that doesn't mean that I'm not gonna take it out from time to time. Here you can switch to the front-facing camera. There's my Sony. It also said main camera. So you can switch to video, back to photo, and also panorama. Apparently only like this, you have to hold it only in portrait. Now every time I change these, the camera makes like a sound. Let me try to change them. Did you hear that? I accidentally made a picture there. Of course, you can also edit some pictures and stuff like that with the Lumia. Where is it? Here, the Lumia Cinemagraph. Basically, here you can create the GIFs, if you still know what those are. Yeah, of course, it's only here you're living with me. I don't know if Facebook or any other apps work. I don't care actually. I mean, I can still use it as a phone and do calls and messages. And I believe the Office apps only are for read only, not also editing. Yeah. Storage should be 3.92 use after 29.1. Not bad. Yeah, that's kind of it of the technical specifications. So I'm gonna take this, my old Xiaomi, my compact camera, and my Sony, and do a photo comparison between them. Well, video, I'm gonna do, okay, full HD 30 FPS video comparison between them. Other than that, I can't go to 4K. These three can film 4K, this one can't. I mean, yeah, 2013, you know. Right, so let's go outside. So that was my review and video comparison with today's devices. Well, not current, but you get the idea. The phone is still holding up pretty good in the photo department and in the video one. At 1080p 30 fps. Anyway, I said earlier that this phone has, well, the previous owner of this phone updated to Windows 10. And I've tried to update the apps so I can find the Nokia camera app or Lumia camera. Anyway, I found this video on YouTube. I'll put the link in the description where I found about the program that auto updates the phone. And it couldn't find any updates on my phone. It couldn't even see the current firmware that's on it. So instead of selecting the phone that it finds, because it automatically finds this phone, but it just stays there and checking, nothing else. So I selected the button that said I can't find it can't find my product or something like that. And I've clicked on that, and then I pressed on select what device is it. I selected the Lumia device, and again it tried to connect. Again, not succeeding, but this time it told me to try to restart it by long pressing actually the volume down and power button. And I did that while the phone was connected and the program was searching for it. Indeed, the phone shut down after a few seconds, and it vibrated when it started again. That's when I had to release the buttons. And then it found it. It found the current firmware available to download for it, which was the last one, but it's the previous one, the Windows 8.1. And on its current firmware that was installed on it, it said unknown. Then I found out that the Windows 10 never rolled out for the Lumia device, for this one anyway. And the one that was installed on it was more of a beta testing one, I believe. Unofficially, basically. And I was a bit curious why the phone was a bit laggy from menu from time to time. But now not anymore. It's pretty prompt. It's working much better now. And now, after I basically downgraded to Windows 8.1 but the last gen, let me show you on the screen. So now we have the Nokia camera, but you also have the camera app, which is basically Microsoft's Windows standard camera app. But on the Nokia camera, we have more functions. You can manually adjust multiple settings. And now I don't have panoramic view anymore, but I do have this thing, the intelligent sequence, I believe. It takes multiple pictures, I believe. I don't know exactly how it works. Anyway, the phone works. Oh, and let's go to settings so I can show you. About Windows 8.1. But again, now it's much smoother. I actually like it more like this. The only difference is that up here you don't have all the buttons available. You only have 4, which you can manually change. And that's not a problem actually. I already selected the ones that I mostly use. That's it for today's video. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. And honestly, I'm happy that I finally have this phone. Yeah, I wanted this phone for a long time in my collection, but now that I have it, I am almost fulfilled. I still need a lot more phones in my collection. Yeah. Well, all the best, guys and gals. Bye.